research, so never mind. But just to set the scene, in 1981, when Huggy walks up to Southwark in the gates, Maggie Thatcher was in charge of the Prime Minister. Brixton just had the riots, and Shaky Stevens was number one. Apparently. So anyway. Oh, right, so yeah, you know, what rocked up to Southwark and never looked back, did you? First posting, Bromley Green Watch. This is where... Anyone from Bromley Green Watch still? So, first posting, Bromley Green Watch. This is where Huggy honed his snooker game, I think. For a few years playing snooker. It was then when Huggy kindly moved Dave Keyboard. Is Dave Keyboard with me? Boom. Well, probably right, yeah, because when Huggy moved his car quite a while ago, they thought he'd move it across the yard into a safe place. About 10 minutes later, they're playing with a TL and managed to knock the chimney breast off the top of the building, which smashed straight through the roof of Dave Keyboard's car. So I don't think his car got over that yet. So anyway, after that, planners decided they could build a shopping centre in Bromley called the Glades, which we all probably think that's been there for a long time, but he was there before it was built. So, on that massive site where the Glades is now, there's a load of houses, and they all burnt to the ground, which I had great pleasure in putting out. And after that was all gone, he thought there's nothing left at Bromley for me, so I'm off. So Forest Hill is where he ended up. This is where I met him. So this is where I walked into Forest Hill, and Huggy was my leading fireman, my role model, someone to look up to. That's if he was ever up. That's the problem. I've worked it out. He's done 32 years service, and I've calculated, it's ages calculated, but I think he's been in bed for 17 years. He's done well. He's got his money's worth. It was there when I remember in the mornings when at Forest Hill, we used to be up like 7:15 up, crack of dawn, getting a cup of tea and a mess, and by 8 o'clock, Cliff. I remember Cliff getting on Twitchy at about 8 o'clock. He's like, "Where's Huggy? Where's Huggy?" He's like, "I don't know, Cliff. I ain't seen him. I seen him this morning." He's like, "Where is he?" He's like, "Oh." I said, "I don't know, Cliff. I don't know." So that's it, Cliff. I stormed downstairs. I'm straight into Huggy's room. I find him in bed. "But Huggy, what are you doing?" He's like, "What? He said, "Why are you up?" He's like, "Well, I don't know. Look, Huggy, mate, you're going to have to get yourself an alarm or something." He's like, "Cliff, I've got one, you just ain't gone off yet." Oh yeah, also, this is another one I remember. The only fellow I know that would never, on an out duty, never forget to take his bed in on dates. So yeah, when Forest Hill obviously inspired him, because that's where he done his crew managers and his ALP course. I was obviously riding the ALP with him one night. We got called to a fire in New Look in Oxford Street. And once it was all set up, a female recruit come on her own. She's like, "Any chance I could come up in the ALP with you guys?" "Yeah, she can ask. I swear to Yeah, so this female recruit runs over. She's like, "Any chance I could come up in the cage with you guys?" I said, "Yeah, have a word with him." Obviously, being the gentleman that he is, obliged, right? So he's taking this young lady up in the cage. And he's chatting away. We're pumping about 2,000 litres of water a minute on this new place. And he's leant back with a fag in one hand, leant back and leant on the controls. He's trained the jet round into Marks and Spencer's window. So I'm away there, Huggy. He's like, "Oh, well, wait a minute, I'm talking. Huggy, like, this is serious. He's like, "What are you doing?" I'm talking. In the end, no, he sussed that way. He was never going to corrected the issue. I don't know if Marks and Spencer's what they thought about it, but never mind. But yeah, I think he was always destined to be a fireman, as we know from speaking to his mum. When he was a youngster, setting fire to things, getting caught burning down the local nursery where his mum worked. He set fire to that. I don't know what it was, but it didn't do very well. But one night at Forest Hill, he had a firework that was 3 or 4 years out of date. Decided to get rid of it. Ex-display fireworks. Size of a milk crate it was. So he brought me into work. He said, "What are you doing with it?" So we saw these last night. Steve Cole over there. So he started these last night. So we set it out at midnight. We set it up, like, let Cliff go to bed. And so half nine-ish, Cliff go to bed. By midnight we set this firework lights off. We've got a new bloke, Steve Nucky. I sent him out, right, stick this firework in the yard and set it off. So I thought, go. So Steve started at the middle of the yard and set it off. So before Steve could get across the yard, this firework's gone off. This is the biggest firework I've ever seen. It's an ex-display firework. It's lit up the whole of Forest Hill. To the point where Cliff and Ray, who were both sound asleep, come running out of the room in their pants, thinking the petrol station's blowing up next door. It went on for about 10 minutes and we stood there looking at it. So then the final part to Huggy's Pyromaniacs was about a month ago when he asked me to help him out with Heidi's birthday. He spent £700 on some spray fireworks that went off in time with Bohemian Rhapsody from Queen. So there I was with Steve and Mark on the roof of an electrical substation, believe it or not, setting off 3 foot away, setting off £700 worth of fireworks. So never mind. But anyway. The last point with Huggy and his usual relaxed self is probably the most laid-back person in the fire brigade. Turned up to a fire in a garage with Huggy in charge, and it's going pretty well. Cylinders involved. Jimmy Hills ran up to Huggy and said, "What are we going to do? What are we going to do?" He leant back. He said, "Well, I'm going to finish this bag and make pumps 4." So anyway, to round it up, in all fairness, I've looked up to you. You've helped me out a lot in the past. If everyone needs someone to turn to, he's been the man. He's known plenty of people in his time. I've never heard anyone say a bad word about him. So it's all put together for Huggy. Lambeth Pom ain't got next now, but you'll be alright. Anyone in the room that's still in the job that's worked with Huggy or currently worked with Huggy. So there's quite a lot of people. I'll let you know who sorted it out. Last thing, John, if you would. Where's Heidi? She's down on her. What? Oh, John, I'll be actually get a phone. What? Let's say before we go, present Huggy with a few jokes. Oh, I'm run out, mate. That's half of that he cut out because it weren't true, is it? Oh, let's have that on. Get back. You know this camera's not going to work now. That's the right way up. Look at mine. Wow. Is it? You're not now. Dance. Putting up with him. Probably no consolation, but it's whatever he says, probably isn't true, but it's based on a true story. So.
Thank you for coming, everyone. I've got nothing prepared. I did have a speech prepared, and I lost it on the way here tonight. Believe it or not, then luckily I found it last minute. I've been to. I've been to a lot of retirement dues. I've been to Sean, Jimmy, Oily, Dave, Ronnie, and I can empathise because I thought exactly the same as you're thinking, like, this fucking bastard's only talking slow to get the bar built down.
Keep it going.
I wrote down a few, over the last 30 years, a few anecdotes. These are things that I've written down that people have said to me. I've not been involved in this conversation, I've just overheard this conversation. Slightly accurate. So the first one is from a fellow. I'm not going to name names because I don't embarrass anybody. But the first one I will name is a fellow called Owen Nichols. I've carried this with me through the whole of my career. And in 1983, he said to me, if you ever do a bit of temporary promotion, don't be worried about the office work. If you open up a letter and it's asking you to do something too difficult, simply put it back in an envelope, address it back to the fire station and have somebody else over to And around about 1985, my officer in charge, who's over there, I won't say his name, he said, sorry boys, the vicar's just turned up. He's in pieces about the vicarage being burnt down. He's also in pieces about his cat. He wants to give it a decent burial in the grounds of the vicarage. I told him that out of respect, we left the body in place for him to see. Could you quickly dig it up, dust it off, and put it back in the bedroom before we start? I keep reading it, I think I can't read it out now. I've just skipped through. The paramedic said it was too late. She's beyond resuscitation. I can't stop thinking about it. I'm absolutely gutted. It seems such a waste. She had a lovely pair of tits. John. From around the mid-90s, just to put this in perspective. Sorry boys, I can't make it to the Christmas do this year. Me and my mates have got tickets for Gary Glitter. You know what, that was Ronnie Cruz. Okay. From the 90s again. We're booking up going to France for Beaujolais Nouveau Day. Do you fancy it? Not for me, mate. I went to the Grand National one year. 2 of the horses died in front of me. I said I'd never go horse racing again. I think this bird's giving me the brush off. She reckons she's got to go to work in Bahrain for a year. Bahrain? That's not even a place.
Nine names.
Second to last, stick with it. Huggy, you're in charge of the watch. I'm happy to keep that in-house and I trust your judgment to manage that situation as you see fit. But tell him from me, if he doesn't appear, I'll punch his fucking face in. That's me. That was 32 years, can you believe that? So thank you very much for coming. Bars on me. I want to get ready to drink everyone, but first of all I've got to spend a bit of 10 minutes with my daughters, a bit of family business time, and I'll be back down shortly. Thank you very much.